So why don't you tell us where we're going this morning, Father?
Yes, we are going to Chinatown. In the back of Chinatown, there is the second oldest settlement in Leh. It's called Bumbu settlement. It's called so after the Bumbu River. Many people in Papua New Guinea also not know is in colonial times, like in the year 1960, there were only roughly 1,500 expats living in Leh. So at this time already they were Papua New Guineans, but they were not allowed to sleep in town, what we now would call top town. So at the evening, the Papua New Guineans had to go out, sleeping outside, and this was the beginning of two of the settlements, Bumbu settlement and admin compound, administration compound actually. Morning, Olgeta. Morning. So you bela how much family along here? Okay, each house here is one family. She has around 6 children, and one of her children is very, very sick. Little Fidelis, yeah? Amy, she's almost blind. He has a heart failure too. And you see, but she looks after him very well for many years now already. But in any other country, it would have been long time operated, yeah?
How many children
She has 6 children. So, now all kappa, you will put him down one house or one or something?
Yeah, house. All are working new plan.
Okay, they want to build a new house, so they collected already now some, yeah, you see what kind of kappa they have.
Go inside one of the houses.
Who? Let me ask him, and we can look inside Lomampala house, and we ask him.
Yes.
Okay? House belong him? Okay, we follow you. So you can, if you look a bit closer here, you see the stones and you see the water coming out. That's one of the main sewage pipes from town. So there's no sewage system in the settlement. So from the good houses, the dirt water, the shit comes through this pipe, and the pipe is broken now 3 or 4 years now. So you can see that all the wastewater goes into this little brook and runs through the settlement. You can smell it, yeah? You have not to see it, you can smell it. Now this Balavara, you will use him or something? You will not drink him? Okay, so we'll use it only for washing plates or clothing, because the water cannot be really clean. You see how close it is to the brook?
My name is Aloysiana. I'm a teacher, retired, worked for 32 years. I've been living in Morobe province and taught in all primary schools here in Leh. So many youths in this settlement, they don't have work. There's alcohol, there's drug, there's so many things that is happening in here. That is not good. Out of 100% of the children in this community, you could only have 20% of children going to school. Not all, not all. In this settlement, nobody cares about what the child really wants to do. Like, you go to school, time to go to school, no. I get angry with the parents. Like, children don't behave well in the community. in the settlement with the family, I tell the parents that it's our fault.
Morning. Name la you?
Nebrani Krismi Pablo Beteli.
Ah, okay. Emi long, better ni emi stop long school.
Yes, school now in practical. Thank you, Father.
Yeah.
So blessing you.
Okay. So he says thank you because one of his sons was in our literacy classes. And emi go long technical school, Sanctaries. Okay. He went to a vocational school, a Catholic vocational school, and he makes a practical now with a company. Emi work on one company.
Food laga.
Long lager industry.
Yeah, food Pablo laga. I'm go practical now. I think now 2 weeks.
Me hope all the keys in man behind. Me hope. So the boy makes a practical. That's his best chance, hopefully, to find a job afterwards.
So he came through you.
His son came through our literacy program, put him into a vocational school. Now he makes a practical. Hopefully he finds a job afterwards. Now you yet you walk?
But me no work, Mr.
Mama you walk?
Mama to no God.
No got fortnight. So nobody in the family has an income a fortnight. You will get market or one way you will survive.
Yeah, so family market.
So they have a little market. That's how they survive. So if the son would find a job, so all would profit from this. You will how many inside your family? Papa, mama, how much?
2 girls, 2 married, 2
My name is George Noble. I am from India, southern part of India. Kerala is our province. So in 1997, I came to Papua New Guinea after teaching 3 years back in our country. Enough here, so you go to other school and build that school up. I have no choice, I have to go. Many students are coming from broken family. That's a big problem I am seeing in Papua New Guinea. They are bright. When I look at the talent and skill of Indian kids and PNG kids, PNG brain is much better. But how they utilize, what type of environment they are providing, I mean family is providing, that's the main
I'm
thing.
drawing a structure here. I'd like you to name the structure.
If a child is not doing well, so we will call them and ask what is happening, what is bothering you. Then my mother is separated and she got another husband, and father got another wife. And where are you staying? I'm staying with the auntie. So you are getting enough food. Sometimes they are giving, sometimes they don't have money. So are you hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. So these are the things that happen.
Like Salim, this will prada lo me. Lo plenty money or lick money? Free. There's a high percentage of young people in Papua New Guinea who drop out of school. That isn't an expression we use very often, dropouts. We know one thing for sure, that at least 10 or 15% of the kids never go to school. They never started. That is quite sure. What the politics not want to speak about is the fact that in my calculation, I cannot prove it, roughly 50% of the kids coming out of elementary cannot read and write.
50%?
I would guess so. And any child who goes into primary school cannot read and write is doomed. Grade 4, 5, they will drop out. They're very skillful in hiding this. They're perfect in copying from the blackboard to the exercise book. But they can de facto not read and write. And then they will never reach grade 8. And I think there's a high percentage coming from there. But the government will not admit this, because if I admit this, I have to admit that the elementary school system is a problem, is a failure.
January 16, 2017, we came to the Diocese of Ley. Because of the need here, back road, Father Arnold is the one that he saw the great need of this place. So that's he called us to come here to serve, especially in education, health, and pastoraling. Father Arnold left it. This is that we used to do the cooking. And they cook rice, put the stew in this one. We take it to the school. The children come with their plates. Father Arnold, he's the one initiated this cell center, our convent, the school, and the church. And then out of nowhere, but I approached digital office, left the profile, and Brian responded, and we are very, very grateful.
When we were looking for a name for the church, we asked the people. And the people wanted this name because they had most of all a desire for peace. Because now it looks very peaceful, but still, again and again, there are here heavy fighting. Often triggered by a small thing like somebody is drunk and robs somebody or injures somebody, and this can cause heavy fighting. Yes, so people really can die with this. The government identified the need for 2 schools. We said, okay, we build one. They promised us 100,000 kina, gave us nothing. Now you have to keep in mind in Papua New Guinea you have at least a population growth between 2.7 to 3.6% per year, depending on, like here in Lae, many people come from other provinces. So 3.5, 3.6% doesn't sound much, but in 10 years' time, that is 30 to 35%. Yeah? So you would have to develop education, health accordingly, but it's not happening. This is an unauthorized private dump which belongs to the landowner's family, but private companies come here and dump their rubbish. When they're coming with trucks, boys and youth are waiting already at the roadside and jump on the truck to already immediately start to find anything what you can make money out of it. Plastic foil, tins, also food. They will not admit this, but if it's food, you can still cook. They will even take this. They say this for the pigs, but sometimes also for human beings. Like, oh, now comes the tram. You must move him, car. Sometimes you look him, you will bung him all kai kai too. Now you will talk him long pig now long dog. That's all you yeti kai kai too. Yeah. Yeah. So out of poverty, some of people are really looking here for food and they will eat it because they have no other income or no other food at home. They do this sometimes. They confirm this just now.
So there is nothing you can do. You don't do
No.
anything specifically, but you just come here.
Offer education. See, the 3 of them go to school. You will go to school over? Long Amba. All get Amba demonstration. So they go to a primary school which is from here roughly 5 kilometers, 4 or 5 kilometers. So it means they have to take the bus every day. Yeah? So the chance for them is really education, that they can reach grade 8, perhaps secondary school, that's the only chance. So other would be, if they would be great in sport like rugby, this would be the way out. Otherwise, they are doomed. Look him, you will have got black color skin, you will have lucky. Look him like me.
Arnold moving quality for the next time. Maybe when we some boys been go see biscuit na. So right now we been go see biscuit na. Like me now. Put him in the school. So school let me just we no solo read na right. I'm tasol na ginam. Jam mo right.
In Papua New Guinea, if you go to school and your friends not dropouts, they will not encourage you to go to school. They will do anything that you give up to. So only the ones who have discipline and are willing to turn against their own friends if necessary can succeed. And in my experience, I fight on the side of God against the devil. And the devil is very strong and tries to pull them all the time on their side. And that's a spiritual fight. And sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. But we have to fight. We fight about every soul, every time.
you.